Welcome to Oxford News This Week. I'm Terry Stiles, back in the studio with Jim Hughes, and thanks to Alexis for letting me go on vacation. Jim?
Oh, hi everybody. It's another week. Construction reveals a downtown history, free meals as a windfall, and fall sports are on.
All this and more. The Oxford News begins right now. For those of you who haven't been downtown lately, as of last Saturday, the intersection on Burdick and 24 is now closed to through traffic and will be until August 10th, according to MDOT construction engineer Brian Travis. As if things aren't confusing enough, Travis says this means drivers heading east on West Burdick will not be able to cross M24, and it also means drivers heading west on East Burdick will not be able to turn left to head south on 24. The closure is so that work crews can replace an existing storm sewer and reconstruct the east side of the intersection. The official detours are, according to MDOT, are eastbound Burdick traffic will use southbound Pontiac to Drainer to northbound Oxford Lakes Drive to Gillespie, back to eastbound Burdick and Lakeville. Westbound Burdick traffic will use southbound Gillespie to westbound Burdick to southbound M24 to westbound Drainer and back to eastbound Burdick. During the closures, southbound folks will be allowed to travel through the west side of that intersection, and southbound 24 drivers will be able to turn right and head west on West Burdick. Drivers going east on West Burdick will be able to turn right onto M24 and go south. Please just be patient and carefully maneuver your way through downtown, and good luck. Jim?
Or get a helicopter.
Yeah.
Speaking of construction, thanks to the efforts of the Oxford Township trustee Jonathan Nold and C.J. Carnacchio, the ancient piece of the community history has been saved. Last week, road work crews dug up an estimated 1922-era brick storm drain catch basin. Fortunately, the work crew preserved the structure enough that Dan's Excavating contacted Nold, had the piece moved to the Pollyant Way Station at Powell and Division Streets. Pollyant Trail Manager Linda Moran was excited to accept the structure on the trail and plans to surround the structure with rustic split rail fence and an informational plaque. Trustee Nold said saving the 100-year-old relic wouldn't have happened without the assistance of and the effort of Moran and Township Clerk and Trail Council Chair Curtis Wright, Village DPW Superintendent Don Brantley, and Dan's Excavating Company. Thank you, everyone. Terry?
Right. Well, the deadline for filing nomination petitions for the November ballot for the Village of Oxford Council is over. 5 candidates are running for 3 council seats. The incumbent Dave Bailey and challengers Dustin Wilcox, Ashley Ross, and Lori Bourgeau will vie for 2 seats with a 4-year term. Appointee Allison Kemp is running unopposed for a 3rd seat with a 2-year term. Good luck to everybody. Jim?
Oxford Township resident can now pay their property tax and sewer bills online. How convenient. According to the Township trustee Joe Ferrari, who said the Township wanted to make it easier for residents to pay their bills on time in order to avoid interest and penalties. Ferrari said it is an easy way of sitting down at your laptop to pay day or night, but wants residents to know that there is a 2.8% convenience fee if you use a credit card. If using an electronic check, there will be a $1.50 charge if the amount is $10,000 or less, or a $10 charge for payments greater than $10,000. Ferrari said if you're having problems with the website, it's BS&A System. Contact him at the Treasurer's Office, 628-9787. That's 248-628-9787. Pay your bill online. Terry.
Any local business or nonprofit working to recover from the ongoing impact of COVID can apply for grants up to $20,000 through the Michigan Small Business Restart Program. The program will allocate $100 million of federal CARES Act funding to provide support across 15 local or nonprofit economic development organizations covering all 83 counties in the state. Oakland County is one of those EDOs, and its share of the Federal CARES Act funding is over $11 million. The application period will be live through Wednesday, August 5th at michiganbusiness.org/RES, and all applications received during that time will receive consideration. Grants will be awarded after the close of the application period, and it is estimated that more than 5,000 businesses across the state will benefit from the program. To qualify for a grant support, businesses must meet statutory requirements, which include a business or nonprofit with fewer than 50 employees who can demonstrate it is affected by the COVID emergency, needs working capital to support eligible expenses, demonstrates an income loss as a result of the emergency. Also, at least 30% of the program funds must go to women-owned, minority-owned, or veteran-owned eligible businesses. Go to www.michiganbusiness.org. Jim?
Some preliminary engineering work is being done on the bridge which divides Clear and Long Lakes in Oxford Township. To come up with an estimate for the reconstruction, the Oakland County Road Commission approved a service agreement on the 24-foot bridge, which is the only access for residents who live on the peninsula and the end of Maloney Street. Terry?
When it comes to Eagle Scouts, learning their badge project has to be done to improve our communities, and with Life Scout Brian Kostick of Troop 336, his project is no different. This young man chose to repair an historical old cabin in North Addison Township. With the assistance of several adult leaders, fellow scouts, and a few friends, Brian painted the exterior, built a picnic table, installed new window hardware, and installed a wood stove on the old cabin built by brothers Paul and Harry Hagelmeister in 1955. Kostick said the project taught him a lot about leadership and management. Kostick passed his Eagle Board of Review in June and hopes to have his Court of Honors in September. Congratulations, Brian, and thanks for the work that you did out there.
Yeah, the 366. We always see them at the parade.
Yeah.
For those of you who may not be aware, not only Oxford and volunteers have been offering weekly community meals at the Oxford United Methodist Church throughout the COVID emergency, but they have been feeding those in need for years. This week, team organizer Connie Miller said the numbers continue to grow and put the word out that they need food for growing and donations to begin pouring in. Miller also said last week, prior to serving more than 113 individuals, a couple of donors dropped off bags of boxes loaded with groceries. Then came an ambulance full of donated by Total Response EMS, a Ferndale-based EMS, BLS, and ALS provider, arranged by the Oxford graduate Larissa Kruger, who is now an EMT and dispatcher to Total Response EMS. Miller says she appreciates the donations, will take more, and plans to have her team at the church every Wednesday for as long as the community needs their free meals and groceries. They're handed out every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. from the parking lot of the United Methodist Church, East Burdick. And Miller also said, thank you and you're welcome.
All are welcome. Good for them. In an effort to make Stony Lake visitors more comfortable, the Oxford Township Parks and Recs Commission voted 4-0 to ban smoking of tobacco, e-cigarettes, and vaping on the beach. Smoking elsewhere in the 13-acre park will be permitted, but be careful. And the park has 3 picnic pavilions and grills, a gazebo, restrooms, a boat launch, and a playground. The park is open year-round from sunrise to sunset.
With the fall sports not far away, last week Michigan High School Athletic Association announced the 2020-2021 sports season will begin in spite of the coronavirus shutdowns. Oxford High School has 8 athletic programs scheduled to compete in the Oakland Activities Association for this fall, including 4 of each boys and girl athletes. In football, the football season will start with a new head coach and former Wildcat Zach Line on Friday, August 28th against the Romeo Bulldogs. Reigning tennis champs will square off with the Ferndale Eagles Saturday, August 15th. If, however, due to any government orders, this should be noted, fall sports would be required to be suspended. The school board would consider continuing an extension in late July. So it is on for now. It could very well change. Terry?
Well, we've seen him helping out all over town lately, and now Jonathan Nold has been assigned a seat on the Downtown Development Authority Board. Nold is not replacing anyone, but adding to the number of seats added to the board last month after a change in the DDA bylaws. According to Township Supervisor Bill Dunn, the appointment is an equitable one, as township property taxes also support the DDA. The township would like to continue having a voice and a vote on the board. Jim?
In late February, Oxford 7 Goodrich Quality Theaters announced they would be opening, claiming would not be opening, claiming bankruptcy. However, last week, a New York-based real estate partnership shelled out $12 million out to the GQT and hopes to be screening movies at the Oxford 7 in a few weeks. According to the VIP cinema partner, who has 12 other locations in Michigan, 7 in Indiana, 2 in Missouri, and 1 in Illinois, the plan is to grow the brand footprint, and they are excited to reopen to be in Oxford, and remains optimistic about the future of the industry. Looking to see that thing open up again.
Nice.
Terry.
Well, that's it for Oxford News this week. If you'd like to learn more about these stories and others, pick up a copy of the Oxford Leader newspaper or go to the Charter Township of Oxford Facebook page, or better yet, you can catch us on Charter Channel 191, AT&T Channel 99, or our website at occtv.org, or YouTube, Oxford Community Television YouTube. Jim?
Thanks for watching OCTV. We thank our producer and engineer, River Tuck. We'll bring you news where we bring your news closer to home. Stay safe, everybody. We'll check in again next week. Have a great week.
Ta-da!